Alright, we're back with a bike I never should have bought. This thing is nothing but problems. So this is a 2003 Yamaha YZ250F. Probably one of the worst bikes ever made, in my opinion. Just tons of problems with this thing. Hard starting. Kickstart broke. I'll show you guys that right over here. And multiple people have been sending me pictures of their broken Kickstarters, having the same issue as me. Flywheel magnets were in pieces. Stator was junk. CDI was junk. So I've probably put in, it's gotta be over $2,000 into this bike. I paid, I think $13 for it and put another $700 into it. So we are definitely losing money on this thing. There's no way this thing is even worth $2,000 the way it sits. So we're going to try to repair this today. You can see in here the case cracked and the kickstart mechanism in there cracked. I haven't taken off the cover yet, so who knows what else is broken in there, but we'll find out today. We did get a new cover for it, so that was another $100, $120 for the cover, so that was exciting. So without further ado, let's jump into it and see if we can get this thing to at least fire up and run and ride today. That's the goal, because I haven't even ridden it since I bought it. Alright, we'll start with draining the coolant out of here. See what that looks like. Alright, let's see. Alright. Yeah, you can see it's brand new. So we'll let that drain out for a little bit. I'll work on getting this case cover off. This has to come off either way for the new cover to go on. We also have to install the impeller. I don't think that came with the new one. Alright, let's see what we got going on. Oh, right hand. Some normal thread on that. There's that washer behind there as well. You want to put that on there, otherwise it's going to rub. Alright. I think now we can get the brake off, the clutch cover off, just to see if anything else is cracked in there. The oil line's off. There's one down here as well. Alright, time to change the oil. Alright, time to drain the oil. Plug's right underneath the shifter here. Let's see what this looks like. Oh yeah, it looks brand new. No metal shavings at all, so that's good. Alright, next is oil filter. Let's see what that looks like. Little O-ring dropped in there. Alright, that cover just popped right off of there. Looks like. So many chunks are in there. See, here's the big crack out of the case right here. Didn't do too much damage. Nothing looks too bad. Here's the big chunk of it. That sucks. The gasket was saved because I greased that up before. So that looks good. Taking a look at the kickstart mechanism and the spring and everything. Looks like the spring looks good. Let's try to take this out quick. So it looks like we're gonna have to take out the clutch to get to that. Why did they make me so hard to get off here? There we go. Alright, now this whole thing comes off. Oh, jeez. You can see the spring and the plastic thing that holds the spring in was broken. Go into this gear over here. The whole thing was broken. There's a washer behind here too. Goes like that. You can see that whole rod was just broken right off. That's crazy. Alright, now we have to get the new one in. Alright, here's the new one from eBay. New used, I should say. Looks to be the same, so that's good. Spring, there's a little hole right here that it goes into. So you want to put one end of it into there and wrap this other end. Hole right here. Like that. That all looks good. Alright, we're just going to get the clutch back together. We're just going to put some new grease on the gasket here. Grease this all up, just in case we have to take the cover back off for any reason. I love this method. That way you don't have to buy a new gasket. I already bought a new gasket, but I didn't know this would come off so easily. So I'm just going to grease this up a little bit, and then we'll get that back on. And the grease also helps it stick. So when you put the case cover on, it's a lot easier. So this is just gonna go on here. Hopefully it's the right size cover here. That would really suck if it wasn't. That's on. Everything was going good. We got everything back together, and I was putting the oil lines back on, and the banjo bolt just snapped off inside the case. I was like, yeah, this is going too smoothly. Of course something's gonna happen. And of course it's buried in the case now, so you can see right there. So that's exciting. Alright, thank God for easy outs. That came right out. And then the threads are damaged. That's not damaged. I'm not sure what the heck happened. I think it was just weak. Alright, I was able to find an exact match for the banjo bolt. That's why you keep extra parts around, so you never know when you're gonna need them. Alright. I was just screwing it in by hand. Just snapped right off. It's going in all the way. Huh. Alright, all the banjo bolts are tightened down without breaking off, so those are all good. Now this thing is pretty hard to kick over. It does not like to do it. So we're gonna go through the top end again and just make sure those valves aren't tight before attempting to kick this thing over again and breaking it again and doing the same thing. So let's take off all the plastics, go through the top end, make sure all the valves are shimmed correctly. Alright, we got the gas tank off, all the plastics off. Now we can get to the valve cover here. Gotta take that off, and then we'll check the timing and the valves. Go out through this way. Gasket and all. Might replace that cam chain. I think we've got a new one for it. Might replace that as well. But we'll check timing, check the valves. Yeah, that feels a little bit loose. It's pretty tight, but might replace that. Get these caps off of here. Can't remember if oil was in this one or not. Okay, we'll see here. Nope. Alright, those two caps are off. Alright, we're gonna rotate this thing to top dead center here. And that cam's spot on with the dots. Dot right there, dot right there. And this cam is hard to tell because it's that hot cams. It doesn't have dots. Alright, we've got the cover off for the stator here. We're going to be putting on the new cam chain, so let's get the flywheel off and then the stator plate off. And get the new cam chain on. Washer's always fun to get out of there. There we go. Just let that stator dangle down there. And two 10mm in here. I don't know if we're gonna be able to do this. Cam chain. Let's see if I can get it to come out of here. Come on, buddy. There we go. Cam chain out. Let's put the new one in. It was quite a bit shorter. So that is interesting. Drop it in. There we go. Alright, so I ended up moving these timing marks right here on the hot cams, the intake cam. These are adjustable. These were all the way down, the screws were. They're supposed to be in the middle from factory. So I set them back to the middle. And now if you look close, these dots right there, right there, right there line up with the case. So these are gonna be parallel with the case. That one's gonna be up and down. And this one over here, you can see there's a dot right there and right there. So those are all perfect now. So I think timing was like advanced just a little bit, and that's why it was kind of hard to start, I'm guessing. So hopefully everything's back to factory, and we shouldn't have any problems now. But who knows, it's a Yamaha, so we'll see. Alright, bike is back together, timing is spot on, we have perfect spark. Got oil in it, got gas in it. The kickstart is now fixed, everything is good to go. So, will it fire up? We will see. Alright, we're gonna choke it, kick it over a couple times, and let it rip. She does not want to kickstart. What the heck is going on with this thing? Let's try spraying some gas down the carb, see what happens. She will not kickstart. I don't know what the heck is going on with this thing. Oh man, this thing is a pain in the butt. I'm ready to throw it off a cliff. This thing sucks. We're gonna try to bump start it. Now go. Alright, we're gonna try kicking it over a couple more times. This thing is driving me crazy. It will not start. Does not want to go. Alright, we adjusted the fuel screw which controls the pilot jet, so we richened that up a bit. Oh, and we checked the accelerator pump. That's squirting plenty of gas. Alright, so I strapped the choke closed. I think what was happening was the choke was coming on and off so frequently that I didn't have a chance to prime it correctly. But she fired right up when I zip tied the choke open. Alright, let's see if it was a lucky kick or if it was the choke. We'll start it right back up. If we can. Alright, that must have been a lucky kick. Oh, she does not want to go. This thing is such a pain in the butt. Oh my gosh. Getting this close to giving up. Alright, we finally got to ride this thing for a little bit, and it was running horribly. Sounded like it wasn't getting enough gas, so I'm guessing it needs to be rejetted. It does have a stock pipe on it, it looks like. So I don't know why it would need to be rejetted. Oh, here we go. It's got the power core header pipe on there. So that might make a difference. Yeah, it's running pretty bad. It just bogs out pretty bad, and it won't start back up, so that's exciting. I probably kicked this thing 3,000 times now, so I am just drenched in sweat. It's horrible. I hate this bike. I just want to get rid of it. This thing is such a pain in the butt. Oh man, I hate it. I really just want to bury it on my land and never look back. I just want this bike out of sight, out of mind. Alright, that's where this bike belongs, buried in my backyard. I wanted to do that since I bought the bike. We've had nothing but problems. It's a huge money pit, and I'm officially giving up on it. It's just not worth my time. I don't know what's going on. Timing's perfect. We're getting fuel to the carb. Carb was rejetted with a 172 and a 42 main. So back to stock. I don't know. It's a mystery. We put new CDI, new stator, new spark plug, new flywheel, and new cam chain, and new top end. Still will not fire up with that kickstart. So it's officially gone. I'm done with it. Whoever wants it for free, come and unbury it from my backyard.